Good morning, it is Saturday the 11th today, so you can watch this correctly, you can see it on the watch. Saturday the 11th. Right, I have decoked the old pistons, all of them. Now I've still got to change the bearings and I've got to degrease them as well. So as you can see, that's a piston that's had a lot of wear on it. As you can see, that's what the bearings look like, all burned out. But a new set has arrived, but unfortunately they're not the same. They don't have the oil weigh. But then I looked at the piston, just for anybody else who's interested in these sort of Chevy engines, and you look at it, you think, well, that one's got a hole there and it's got a hole there, but there is no hole for you to worry about. It is a solid one. So as far as I'm concerned, make sure that the arrow's pointing in the right direction. Make sure that the shoulders of those all match correctly, because one shoulder's slightly different than the other, because when they're in the engine, that piston touches the other piston next to it, like brother and sister, or father and mother, and they rub against each other as they're moving around. Now, why they had oil weighs in them, I don't know, but this is what they look like before I've degreased it, but when I've took all the carbon off of them. Now I'm wondering to myself about the size of these rings. They're talking about all measurements and that. I'm just looking at that and thinking, well, that's absolutely massive. You know what I mean? There's plenty of that left on it. So, what do you think? Diameter wise, that looks to me like it's still got plenty of life left on that ring. So what's the point in buying another set of rings when them rings are quite clearly massive and they squeeze down? So there's plenty of squeeze left on them. But it comes down to the oil weigh one underneath, and that one, there's not as much. See, push them, they can go flush. But that one, when I push it in other direction, there's not much of the oil weigh on that. Is it that one that wears out? Because if I don't get it right, I'll have it blowing smoke when I'm driving around. And I don't want it blowing smoke when I'm driving around. See, that'll eliminate the knock on the actual crank itself. That's going to clearly have pretty decent good compression on that. And that oil weigh one is the only thing I'm wondering about. I'm not worried about the fact that it's not got the holes in. See, because that one has got a hole in, that one doesn't, but it's got half a hole in. Just like that's got half a hole in. And as they go together, that one and that one, it becomes two holes in the piston that don't actually have any holes at all. Because it's the crank that goes in the middle that's got the hole in, that delivers the oil in to that area. Now the only thing about that is it means it's going to have a globular oil and a globular oil, because as it rotates around, the oil will go plop into there, depressurize a little bit, and then plop into there as it goes around, and it would have made more oil in that area. You know, so you'd have lost oil pressure there and there as it rotates around. But it does it so quickly that you won't really notice, but it actually adds oil into the bearing more with the holes in. Whereas these ones are from a different manufacturer, and it's all smooth all the way around. So the oil will still be getting in, but it'll be getting in under pressure. So long as you've got a high pressure oil delivery system, then it'll deliver oil and it'll run smoothly. Now that one's copper. You can see copper with some sort of tin around it. These ones are not copper. These ones are aluminium. They're much lighter than them. Those ones are pretty damned heavy. These ones are aluminium with something else on them. Just like a piece of pipe cutting off. Alright, so you get a piece of pipe and you just cut it in half, and it's just a piece of pipe cut in half, a certain diameter, fits inside of there. Now the box says it comes from that location, made in Israel. But don't mean that they are, because it might be just a box that it came in. But it still comes from eBay. It's all legitimate. But this is where I'm at the moment. I've got my Rockerbox covers on under there. I've yet to decide what colour to paint them, because I don't want a bright orange. Nice red things I've just done, and I don't know what colour to paint them ones. Whether to paint them red or not, I don't know. I want some sort of contrasting colour. At the moment, my job is to blog about it a bit, so I'm blogging about it. And like I said yesterday, I put them on the wire wheel on the pillar drill, just so that I could get rid of all of the crap that were on the ends of them, and all the sludge down here, and all what's washing out. And it still comes back to the fact that they're old and wore out, a bit like me, old and wore out. But once I washed them out, I can either use petrol or I can use turpentine. I'll probably use turpentine, otherwise known as white spirits, to wash it out in that tin outside again. And then it'll all look lovely, and then I'll go down each one of them and I'll replace all old copper bearings, new copper bearings, because you've got tops and bottoms on them ones. But you know, I'll replace them with new aluminium bearings, sorry, not copper bearings. It's like a bit of copper pipe, that dipped in lead by the looks of it. So it's like lead and copper, and it's the lead that slowly wore away over a period of time that it's been in engine. Well, it's fascinating to see how they've done it, because it's a soft metal that's wore away over periods of time. Aluminium's a soft metal. I don't know whether it sticks to copper or not, I don't know. But that looks like lead on copper, dipped and then machined down to the right thing, whereas aluminium comes out and it looks damn shiny and lovely all to itself. And they're quite easy to just push in and click into position. You've got a little groove on it, you can see just there. It fits into a groove inside a piston. Now if you look at one of the pistons, that's what one looks like without any bearings in. But in essence, it's a soft metal, and it wears away as your car drives around. But not everybody has the opportunity to take an engine apart and focus on it and do something with it. So, but not everybody's got a back garden to be able to build a workshop. You know what I mean? Not everybody's got that time. So I'm doing it now, because then you don't have to do it. Or if you do want to do it, it's like saying, well, I've had a go at doing a bit of upholstery because that professional didn't have time to do a job for me. And that car that upholstery's been done on just sits in front garden, because we can't afford to put car tax on it. Because that unknown person that sits in that other big building is obsessed with punishing everybody that owns a car. I've owned one since I was 17 and I'm now 54-year-old. So you just figure that out, eh? Because whatever it is, you know, if I put them pistons with some new rings in, put new rings on, it's going to cost another quadzillion amounts of money to buy some more rings. Let's have a comment from somebody that actually understands. Because as far as I can see, there's plenty of fucking mate left on them rings. There's a big fucking gap there. You know what I mean? So there's no way that's going to destroy itself. Even when you squeeze it together. And the Sykes Picker-Van piston ring compressor is ideal for this job. So put it back in again, if you're interested in understanding which one that is. Not the spring compressor, totally different one.